Meteorologist Sean Sublett from the Richmond Times-Dispatch with his tropical update on Wednesday morning. Of course, major Hurricane Ian, that borderline Category 4 or 5 storm, about to make landfall on the southwest coast of Florida this morning. It will come ashore south of Tampa Bay, but north of Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Naples. So those are the locations that are going to have the worst storm surge. But the storm is going to spend the better part of the next day and a half crossing Florida. So phenomenal amounts of rain are going to be coming down across western and central Florida as the storm ultimately moves towards Orlando, Daytona Beach, and then emerges out in the Atlantic again before hooking back to the north into Georgia and the Carolinas and continuing northward toward Virginia. So the big takeaways here in Virginia as we think toward the weekend, which is when we're going to have the biggest impacts. So again, it is a slow-moving storm impacting all of the central and northern part of the Florida Peninsula through today and most of tomorrow. The rain will begin to push into Virginia sometime late Friday night or early Saturday morning. We'll be conservative and say sometime on Friday night. Regarding the winds, it's going to be breezy or windy in central Virginia, but this is not a big wind maker for us at all. I mean, there may be the odd tree that comes down or limbs that come down here or there, but this isn't a 50 or 60 mile an hour wind maker for Virginia. For us, it's really going to be all about the rain. As a prolonged rainy period is ahead, we think at least Saturday and Sunday, perhaps even into Monday. Now, it's not going to be a driving rain the entire time, but it is going to be raining very frequently during those 48, 72 hours. So we think in that time frame between Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, a widespread 2 to 4 inches of rain is the best guess right now for immediate central Virginia, but it certainly would not take a lot of work to up that 3 to 6 inches of rain. The big concern I also think we have going into the weekend and perhaps even into Monday, Tuesday of next week is it's going to be a widespread rain for a lot of the Commonwealth. And because the winds are coming from basically east to west, they'll be going up against the eastern side of the Appalachians. That wrings out more water. So we think there will be heavier rains in the western part of the state, probably another couple of inches over what we have in central Virginia. And that rain has to ultimately go somewhere, filling up the rivers and going downstream. So it's too early to say there's going to be flooding, but it is not too early to start thinking about what a 4, 5, 6 inch rainfall across most of the state, especially in the headwaters of our major rivers, whether that be the James, Rappahannock, wherever. We need to start thinking about what we're going to do if we start to have rapid river rises. So again, this is not an imminent threat at all. There's still several days to watch it, but be mindful that there may be some river flooding to contend with as we go into the early parts of next week. But certainly plan on rain this weekend. Solid soaking rain for all of central Virginia coming up this weekend, and this could last well into Monday of next week. Stay safe, everyone, and we'll have another update soon.